This stream takes place on May 5th, which is Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo in Mexico is Spanish for the 5th of May, and it is a yearly celebration held on May 5th of Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862, led by General Ignacio Zaragoza. The victory over the French army was a morale boost for the Mexicans. Zaragoza died months after the battle from an illness, and a larger French force ultimately defeated the Mexican army at a second Battle of Puebla and occupied Mexico City. However, following the end of the American Civil War in 1865, the United States began lending money against Mexico liberals, pushing France and Mexican conservatives to the edge of defeat. At the opening of the French chambers in January 1866, Napoleon III announced that he would withdraw French troops from Mexico. In reply to a French request for American neutrality, the American Secretary of State, William H. Seward, replied that French withdrawal from Mexico should be unconditional. More popular in the United States than Mexico, Cinco de Mayo has become associated with the celebration of Mexican-American culture. Celebration began in California, where they have been observed annually since 1863. The day gained nationwide popularity behind those of Mexican-American heritage in the 1980s due to advertising campaigns by beer, wine, and tequila companies. Today, Cinco de Mayo generates beer sales on par with the Super Bowl. In Mexico, the commemoration of the battle continues to be mostly ceremonial, such as through military parades or battle reenactments. The city of Puebla marks the event with various festivals and reenactments of the battle. Cinco de Mayo is sometimes mistaken for Mexico's Independence Day, the most popular national holiday in Mexico, which is celebrated on September 16th, commemorating the Cry of Dolores in 1810, which initiated the War of Mexico independence from Spain. Cinco de Mayo has been referenced and featured in entertainment media and has become an increasingly global celebration of Mexican culture, cuisine, and heritage. Hello, I forgot to lint roll while I was listening. That wasn't, I just wanted to do that little, start doing little, countdown and learns when I do my live streams, because today's Cinco de Mayo, and there's, lots of, I'm not sure I got everything right, but I tried to get most of it right, and we can all learn together, so I thought that would be interesting at least, and we always love correcting information if it's wrong, and if you never knew about Cinco de Mayo, maybe now you do a little bit. And what are we going to do today? Amare. That's not a lunch and learn. I'm not going to be that much of an asshole. We're going to be looking at a Pharmacist in Amare, and I cannot wait to send all this info over to 𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐃 as well. And if y'all don't know, 𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐃 is going to be doing a live stream on Sunday, 12 p.m. Central, so I'll be in the chat hanging out and supporting her, and love for y'all to be there as well. Yes, and Heather's going to be live today at 5:45 p.m. Central, and Aaron is going to be live at 6. Yes, and Clowntown said, period, let them know, and don't wear a sombrero, white people, for sure. Yes, this is from Emily D. Baker. I got the black embroidered fax hat. I have the purple one too. Oh my God, yes! Jessica! Let's do it! Hi Sam, hi Igor. I learned today that the Batalla de Puebla was also initiated by indigenous people. I did not know that. And the person who sent this to me, I don't know if they want to remain anonymous, but they sent me all the information on her. So we have some. It's gonna take us 2 hours to get all the way through the TikTok. This is not a Zoom call. This is just, wait, how many minutes have we been live? We're not cussing it. And yes, we're going to do the countdown for 8 minutes. 8 minutes. This is our countdown, our cursey word countdown. And if you do not like the cursey word, you can enjoy the stream for 7 more minutes. So I try not to go overboard with it, but if you are free range listening, you are going to need to put headphones on because sometimes it happens. For some reason, when they said they would write your scripts, I thought they meant write your prescription. Oh my gosh. Also, look what came. I got these. They're 1991 bow biters. It's a Cookie Monster, and he's got a cookie. Oh, you can't see it because I got them from my Converse. Yes, they're for children, but I couldn't find my Tweety Bird ones because they broke. Probably going to be unpolite. You know what? We love that, Eloise. We love a sassy pharmacist. Yes, Amare makes lots of people angry. And here's the content warning for everybody. Amare claims that they can help get you off of prescription medication by fixing your gut, your gut-brain axis, or some kind of stuff like that. If you are sensitive to health information stuff and this is going to be too hard for you to watch, hop out. You don't want to. I don't want you to feel slimed after this. We're focusing on it because there is a type of logical fallacy that is the appeal to authority, and that is why so many of these multi-level marketing companies love having independent reps who are pharmacists, doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, someone in the medical field where they can say, look, our product works because a doctor wouldn't support our stuff if it wasn't good, or a nurse wouldn't support our stuff if it wasn't good. And that's just not the case. So we're going to be looking at this pharmacist, and I want to be clear. I'm not shaming people for taking medication. I'm not shaming people for wanting to reduce the type of prescription medication they want to take. I am saying it's some kind of twisty place that we're living in. If we're seeing a pharmacist giving recommendations outside of the covering of whatever hospital or pharmacy she works for and saying, hey, you can get off your anxiety meds. You can get off of your depression meds. You can get off of XYZ with my multi-level marketing supplement instead of saying, talk to your doctor. That is what I'm saying. So if you take medicine, which I do, I am on prescription medicine for lots of my health issues and for my anxiety and my depression. I am saying this as someone who's gotten sucked in to health and wellness MLMs before, and I don't want anybody else getting sucked into them. So if this is going to be, that's what we're going to be covering. That's what the trigger warning's for and the content warning. And let me go back to this. Oh, wait. This restarted. So let me change this real quick to 5 minutes because there we go. 5. I might be a little spicy. My DMs have been busy today. I will tell you her name. We're going to be looking at her TikTok. This name is Miranda, Dr. Miranda. Dr. Miranda, what? Herring. She is a public figure. She has 287,000 followers on TikTok. She's got 1.3 million likes. She is a board certified pharmacist, health coach, patient advocate, not advice, when it is absolutely advice in my opinion. I need more meds. Yep. Hello, everyone. Live chat, you're incredible. Sorry, my ears are a little itchy. I'm going to try to do more like little fun history lessons for countdown stuff. I don't know. That's just more fun for me. Yes, get through your last hour at work. And Clowntown, I hope y'all find this person too. I think we're going to be able to watch every single TikTok she's ever made, and then we're going to feed into Aaron's stream, and if you want to watch Heather's stream as well, I'm happy to link Heather's stream as well. Here is Heather's link. Here's Clowntown. I think it's Clown. And then here's Aaron. Hopefully that will pop up. And here is Tanya. Oh, Rivka, hello. Holy crap, when I found her on TikTok, she only had 1,000 followers, and that was in November of last year. She is moving on up. It's going to be twisty as hell. Mr. Ranger Lab, hello. I've been in the science world for many years, and in every degree and discipline, there are people who are twisty for lack of a better word. Thank you for saying that. Her name is Dr. Ought to Know Better. Now look, I've loaded up my soundboard with tons of new sounds for today. So, I wish I could read better. That's too far away. Hold on. I've got new kazoo stuff. This is for when we infiltrate Zooms. And if you don't know why I'm obsessed with kazoos, ask Kevin Tinter, okay? That's the Pink Panther. And then we got Star Wars. And then we've got...
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I just got so many. I can't even stand it. Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Healing my gut won't make my thyroid grow back. I think maybe some people forgot that. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with the kazoo. Yeah. So, and then we've also got...
No. It's not true. That's impossible.
The sound quality's bad because it's from the 1970 whatever.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
And I'm going to play all these when I critique WFAB as well. I cannot. And we've also got...
Good God, man.
Good God, Man, and what's this one? Nothing.
Are you out of your Vulcan mind?
Are you out of your Vulcan mind?
Damn it, Jim, what the hell is the matter with you?
And then I forgot to put, I'm a doctor, not a physicist. And so that's what we've got. That's what we've loaded up here on the dealie, my bobber. I know. Are we wasting time? We are. We are wasting time. Almost forgot to stop watching your replay and catch you live. Yeah, I know. And everyone's like, not everyone. I know that it is, people want to get caught up. Everyone is different in interested topics. I like streaming, so I stream when I feel good enough to. And I like the live chat makes streaming the best. I'm going to have to start doing some pre-recorded stuff because of my health stuff, but I'm going to stream as long as I can. Hello, Harper. Cameron, hello. Welcome. What is a good I don't know. I'm trying to find a good. I know Kia has like so good at being like, "Oh, welcome," and then she plays an awesome sound effect. I'm not that good yet. We'll just do this one.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I'm working. Oh, Cursey Countdown is done. Welcome, Cameron. It's a good time. Our live chat mostly is, we're kind of a well-oiled machine at this point, but we don't disparage, we don't bully, we don't hate, we talk about behavior, we don't do ad hominem attacks. So, and everyone is welcome, and we don't weaponize people's who they are as attacks. So if I don't think they're in the rules here. It's not we just like to keep the live chat safe. So everyone's welcome, and we've had to yeet some people because of we've had to boot some people because of attacking others. And I know you won't do that, but I need to have a more succinct little deal. But the disclaimer at the beginning of the stream kind of covers everything. So glad you're here. I'm a doctor, not a missile technician. Yes, I ran out of time to grab all these, and then I'm getting Doctor Who ones as well because I know I've got a lot of Whovians, Doctor Who fans in the chat. All right, Elaine. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not the FTC. All right, let's go. Is it this one? Oh, I need to be in freaking Chrome. Hold on. All right. Okay, all right, here we go. Oh, come on. There we go. This is, again, do not touch the poop. I know some people say, it's not about this person, it's about behavior. We're specifically looking at this person because she is a board-certified pharmacist and she's doing all of this stuff. So it is about her, but we're not doing this to attack her. We're doing this to say this should not be done. I love what? Oh, I'm sorry, Caroline. I hope this is a mood boost for you. Hey, Emily. If I miss saying hi to anybody in the chat, I'm a slow reader, so if I'm sorry for not saying hello to everybody. I'm sorry you got in trouble for small stuff at work. That is kind of, it's hard to not let it ruin your day, and I hope it doesn't ruin your day. Stay calm and eat pizza and watch DeeCee. What's up? I only attack myself, so we're good. Jessica? Oh my god. Okay. But also, and yes, I'm just going to lint roll my microphone really quickly. I don't think I need, I do. Forget it. We're just going to have a lint rolling session. I don't even know how many times I lint roll in a day. A lot. Hopefully just the 0.1% of pharmacists give the rest a bad name. Yes, and 𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐃 is a pharmacist, and let me see if I have her in Nightbot real quick. 𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐃. If she's not in there, I'm going to link her. Nightbot takes a lot to keep up with sometimes. There we go. Sub to our resident pharmacist and science bestie, 𝐊𝐿𝐈𝐍𝐃. Yep. Already had pizza for tea 2 hours ago, 10 p.m. in the UK. I hope you have a good night's sleep. All right, let's go. Let's figure this out. We're going to start from the beginning. It's a very good place to start. We're going to watch all of these, I think. I hope. Maybe we're not. We can get through all of these, can't we? We've got an hour and 40 minutes left. If there's music, though, we're going to have to mute it. Let's see.
Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know about, part 1. Did you know that the United States makes up only 5% of the world's population but uses 99% of the world's hydrocodone? What do you think about that?
I don't know. Let me think. Hello, Chelsea! Yes, this lady's in Amare. She is and she's not the only pharmacist in Amare. There's a pharmacist who left Young Living and is in Amare. Shelby, yes, I've just been running my mouth for 20 minutes and we haven't done anything yet. Hey, Rob, what's up? Hello from mom with food poisoning, Karina. Oh, no. Probably because we have the most access to the meds. Duh. You know, Chelsea. I love that she just like puts this information down. It's like, oh, we're just going to throw this out there and see what happens. That's a problem with these pharmacists. They technically say things that are correct or are partially correct, but they don't show the full picture or make it sound worse than it is.
Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know about, part 3.
Oh my God,
the
we're going to
United
get booted.
States population is only about 5% of the world's entire population. But the United States uses more than 80% of the entire world's supply of opioid. That includes hydrocodone, oxycodone, morphine, hydromorphone, fentanyl, all of the opioids. 80% of those in the entire world are used in the United States. Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to...
Mute. So in the comments, not in Northeast Ohio, I have multiple sclerosis and can barely get Tylenol for a headache. The system is broken. People who need it can't get it, and people abuse it. And she's going to go after her with Amare products. It's like when you're giving someone advice or you're giving someone like, oh my gosh, yes, the system's broken, but you know what's not broken? Amare, multi-level marketing, and you can pay a premium that where the ability to pay out all these levels is built into the product and you are burdened with buying that. Try this. It's going to make it so you don't need Tylenol. Give me a break. Again, accessibility, ma'am. Yep. They literally won't give me opiates even though I'm in constant pain. But okay, Janet.
Did you know about part...
Okay.
Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know, part 2. Did you know that prescription drugs kill more people each year than illegal drugs do? Yeah, think about that.
If you're in the medical field, does this feel a little twisty? I mean, obviously, I'm just an uneducated, gremlin with a conscience running my mouth on the internet, but what's the purpose of saying something like that? She got 44,000 likes on her very first reel of all time. Then she got 57,000 likes on her second reel. Then she got 37,000 likes on her third, I guess, reel, whatever, TikTok. I'm too old to be doing this. The advertising for pharmaceuticals, oh my God. MLM was broken when we found it. Yep, exactly, Rob. Also, addiction is something that deserves compassion and solutions. Melissa, you're giving us too much sense here. I did my law school long paper on opioid advertising and pharma reps. Oh my gosh, I would love to read that. Yes, I wish I was. I mean, we're not. This is real life. In Clowntown, I feel like this is... Here's the thing. If y'all know how to get in on one of her Zooms, let me know. Or let Clowntown know. What's the source for her data? I don't know. The internet? Maybe because there's a lack of access and people in chronic pain get desperate and buy bad street drugs. Yep. A few years ago when my back was out and I asked for a specific med because I knew it worked, I had to jump through hoops. I finally looked at the doctor and said, I'm 35 and can't stand up. Oh my God. Yeah, Clowntown I would love to have them cover this. Sorry, my earpiece is being a brat. My ears are so small. Get in there. Ah. Yep, let me scare you. I didn't know she existed till the stream, and I'm writing down her name for sure. Yeah, she's got what is wild? She has 200,000+ followers on TikTok. Source? Trust me, bro. Yep. Cite your sources, Katie. Can you imagine Katie and Aaron covering this? That would be incredible. Her source is probably Amare. 15 minutes behind if prescribed. Take your meds. Yes. Stream reminded me of mine. Yes. Also, if you have meds you need to take a break and take them. I took mine this earlier today. I'm sorry. Have literally been debating going to Mexico to get the medication that I was supposed to get, but my insurance won't allow me to have. Like, I am desperate right now. It's so upsetting. I'm so sorry. Getting a headache from all the face palms already. I'm going to take some Tylenol and not an Amare product. You know, I love that for you. Not the headaches, but I don't even know where I put my... I've got my little case of... I'm just going to take some pain stuff real quick. And my stomach stuff. And then we're going to continue. Oh no! Are you going to be able to go back and get them? I've taken my meds. I have chronic pain, so understand the problem. I can't do anything. I have a cat on my lap. Floofs to the rescue. I have been in that position before when my Caspian sleeps on my lap. Oh my gosh. We've got a diagram. Here we go. Fourth one.
Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know about, part 5. When a best-selling drug is about to go generic, when the drug company is going to lose their patent, they'll make a tiny change to that original drug molecule, the one that's done really, really well, and they'll make that tiny change and they'll take it to the FDA as if it's a new drug. A good example of this is Prilosec and Nexium. If you look here, you can see Prilosec was the original drug. The generic name is omeprazole. The drug company that makes both of these drugs added a hydrogen molecule on the Prilosec and turned it into esomeprazole and marketed it as the brand name Nexium. The only difference is the addition of one hydrogen molecule. So by adding one little molecule, they were able to get a brand new patent and charge brand name price for a drug that was essentially the same thing. Medication.
I don't think
medication.
Oh god. I don't think I'm smart enough to do this stream. I'm glad Eloise is here because I feel like Eloise should have done this stream. Someone sent me this pharmacist account and has been recording their TikToks and sent me the folder, and I was just playing this from her account. This happens in the USA. Yes, they do that. It's terrible, but it's a patent problem, not a drug problem. Thank God y'all are smart because I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. The dramatic music, gross. If y'all have an actual question that you want me to answer, can you... I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be an asshole. Can you put like question because I'm having a hard time differentiating the text in the chat. You're good, DeeCee. You can just share the TikToks. I wish I was smarter. I honestly do.
This is a great question, and I'm happy to answer it. There's so many different reasons that drug companies market to...
Okay, if you are just listening to the stream, here's the question. So interesting! Exclamation point. Can you explain why drug companies market prescription drugs to people with TV commercials when the doctor is the one who will decide? And here's her answer.
This is a great question, and I'm happy to answer it. There's so many different reasons that drug companies market to individuals or people rather than to the doctors alone. So they do market to the doctors. They do send drug reps to talk to the doctors about the new drugs and make them aware of the new medications. But by going directly to the customer and making the customer aware of the product, then what they're creating is they're creating a demand. Have you ever heard of shiny object syndrome? So this is when we have a psychological
shiny object syndrome?
Perception that something that's new or trendy is actually better than something that's already available. When we're talking about pharmaceuticals, that's not always the case. Sometimes we have new drugs that really aren't any better than what we call the standard of care. Doesn't mean they're bad drugs, it just doesn't mean that they're any better. So it probably wouldn't be the first choice for what the doctor would offer you. Also, it's going to be more expensive because it's brand new. But if you ask the doctor for it and it's what you really want, oftentimes they'll write it. This is a great question.
I'm not saying I've had great experiences with doctors in general. I have, surprisingly, with the my doctor, my military doctor, is incredible and treats me like a human and has advocated to get me help. It has not been the case with most of the doctors that I've seen in the past long time. While I'm grateful I have access, it is tricky. I'm not trying to minimize your experience with a medical professional. I'm not saying that it's all sunshine and rainbows. It is twisty when someone like a pharmacist scares the shit out of you. I think she's sharing this info to make people think they're not as smart as they are. To bolster her reputation, she is sharing pretty common knowledge, but just obscure enough. That's a good point. They can't advertise to the public in the UK. I wish that was the case here. I really do. Yes, I do appreciate the sarcasm or the extra. It helps me read because I don't pick up on it in people's questions. So thank you, Clowntown. And I know not everyone has to do it. I'm just saying, like, I take everybody like at face value. Like I believe I've always been like that. So OxyContin came to be because MS Cotton's morphine sulfate time-released patent was expiring. Purdue Pharma needed the next big thing, and their solution was time-released oxycodone. I personally don't have a problem with the commercials, but what about the people who go on TikTok and tout the benefits of Mount Jarrow? And I agree, new means we don't have long-term safety data either. I prefer longer established treatments. Good point. I have a problem with her using authority as a licensed professional to dispense info, then sell the solution, which will be the gut-brain access Amare products. Yes, and let me read this real quick. Oh my God.
Medication secrets, the pharmacy.
She's scaring the crap out of me. Okay, let me go over here. I want to read. If y'all don't know what Amare is, Amare is a multi-level marketing company that produces and sells health and wellness products, including nutritional supplements, weight loss supplements, and other wellness-focused products. The company's products are, as they claim, designed to support mental, emotional, and physical well-being and are based on a philosophy of addressing the gut-brain axis and the connection between the microbiome and mental health. They call themselves the mental health company. Amare supplements include products designed to support gut health, immune system function, mood, sleep, focus, and energy. Additionally, the company offers an opportunity for individuals to become Amare wellness partners and sell their product as independent distributors. And it's twisty as heck here. Oh my God. Here's the next one. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I had to wait years for Lyrica to expire just to get a generic. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Tanya.
Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know about, Part 6. 𝐔𝐒𝐄 is the only medication with FDA approval for treating morning sickness. It's also $170 a month, and most insurances don't pay for it. Why would an insurance company not pay for a prescription medication for a pregnant woman? Because 𝐔𝐒𝐄 is just a combination of 2 over-the-counter products that you can get for less than $4 a month. Doxing, which is the generic for Unisom, and pyridoxine, which is another name for vitamin B6. No one should ever have to pay $170 for a medication that they can buy over the counter for $4. Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh my God. And then people are asking her, I want to know the difference between prescription Prilosec and over-the-counter Prilosec. I'm going to be honest, I don't trust pharmaceutical companies or the FDA or the government at all these days. All OBs and midwives need to share this info with their patients. Thank you for getting the word out. Ma'am, if you don't back away from the camera. The fear-mongering is outrageous. I hate the background music. And also, not that it matters to anyone and not that I post on TikTok, but as someone, you all know my quirks with listening to stuff. If you have any level of like, if you're hard of hearing at all, it is hard for me to hear what she is saying. I'm having to look at her lips and really I'm struggling to hear what she's saying because the music is so dang loud. I took Lyrica too, Tanya. I loved it. I couldn't afford it after a while. The conspiracy music is making me so upset. Yeah, and guys, do not feel slimed. Please bow out if you need to. This is all strategic. She's using the music and she's also using her words to get a reaction and do it in my perspective in an unethical way. It's twisty as hell here.
Okay, stop scrolling. Did you know that even though America is the wealthiest country in the world and that Americans use more healthcare resources and spend more on medication every year than any other country in the world, that Americans still die 2 to 4 years younger than people in pure countries?
Pure?
Check the comments to see why.
Pure
Okay, stop scrolling.
Oh my God.
Did you know that even
America is the wealthiest country in the world, and we spend more money per capita on health resources than any of our pure... What is a pure country? What? Do I just not know anything? God dang. She has the audacity to talk about price when her happy juice is $146? Yes. She is that audacious. It's bad, but Amare is not your solution. It is so twisty for someone to complain about the price of things and then offer something that is more expensive than some of the medication she's talking about. Long term as well. Oh, well, you can afford it if you decide to be a business builder. Okay, ma'am. Luxembourg is the wealthiest country. Peer? Oh. But she said, okay. I was like, what's a peer country? The United States isn't actually the richest country in the world. We were ranked 8th. Per capita, we are 8th. We were first in total GDP, but it appears China has pulled ahead of us again. Why do you think Americans die younger? Holy... Wow. Why was she driving when she's talking? She's parked now. We love that.
Companies don't want you to know. Part 7. Medication secrets pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know. Part 7.
Hi, Av.
Just because of medication.
Let me tell y'all this. Sorry, we're taking a break. Av did something incredible for all the live chat. Okay? And if you don't know Av, they have a Etsy shop. And if you're a crafter, listen up. If you don't craft, you don't have to listen. Av, and I don't get a kickback. There's no affiliate, anything. It's just a discount code for y'all. If you like to craft and you like stitch markers and jewelry, they have over like 5,000 5-star reviews or sales or something on their Etsy shop. It's the 𝐔𝐒𝐄. So I am going to put the link in the chat and I'll put it in the description. But Av's giving 10% off if you use the link, and it's
Medication secrets.
Oh my god! So let me put this in here. Etsy. You can type in DeeCee for discount code, but the thing I'm gonna type, it's gonna give it to you automatically. /shop/𝐔𝐒𝐄 ? Coupon equals DeeCee. I think this is right. www. Or you can just put DeeCee. Like they're super serious about their business. They're a live chat supporter. They're a small business. I got a Monstera stitch marker that was incredible, or that is incredible. So if you like crafting at all, bought earrings for my wife last night. Oh my gosh, Rob, that's amazing. So yes, this is the owner of the shop, Av, and their shop is 𝐔𝐒𝐄. So I wanted to share that because it was generous of Av, and it's a great product, and I love supporting small businesses. So, 𝐔𝐒𝐄. Okay. And I will try to let me heart what I sent so I can reshare it later. Okay. And that's the link. And also you could just type in DeeCee, DeeCee in the checkout, I think. Yes. And then you can get 10% off. All right. Let's continue with the awfulness of Amare. Is this it?
Pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know about. Part 9. Generic medications are just as good as brand name medications. Once a company's patent has expired on a brand name product, that means any other drug company has the right to come in and make a generic for that. Generic drugs still have to be approved by the FDA. It's just an abbreviated process. The FDA requires that generic medications are equivalent to the brand name medication in dosage, safety, efficacy, the way it works in the body, the way it's eliminated, all of the things. So the active ingredient or the drug molecule in the brand and the generic are exactly the same, but the inactive ingredients can be different as long as the drug works the same way. That's why sometimes generics make you feel a little different. Medication secrets, the pharmaceutical.
Okay, that wasn't bad information, I don't think. Medication secret. Okay.
Something that I talked about in my previous post. This question refers to something that I talked about in my previous post about how sometimes doctors will write a prescription for a medication that's available over the counter. And rather than us filling that as a prescription, we will just get the prescription from over the counter for the customer and give that to them for them to buy.
A stitch marker. Oh my God. Sorry. A stitch marker. So if you are knitting or if you're crocheting, here we go. This is a stitch marker. This is a boring one. Okay. It's a plastic. Okay, sorry. I'm just going over here. We're pausing. I'm making this sweater right now, and I have to mark the edges where the sleeves are. So I have my corners. I have 4 stitch markers I'm using. When you are doing knitting, they're fully enclosed because you're always passing one stitch off to the next, so it never gets trapped in your fabric. Crochet stitches, which Av has, that you can do, they like release. And Av has those as well. but a lot of 𝐓s are like really nice. And so if you are crochet or knit, you would want a stitch marker to keep track of rows or something like that. I'm not explaining this very well, but yes. But it is but they're cute. Like 𝐓 makes cute ones. Where were we? Medication secrets, pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know.
Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know about, Part 10. The FDA requires drug companies to conduct stability testing to determine how long a medication is 100% safe and effective.
This is so loud.
From the date that it's manufactured, and that becomes the expiration date. So for most medications, the drug isn't bad or toxic or dangerous once it's expired. It's just not 100% effective anymore. So you can continue to take it for a while and it's still going to work, just maybe not quite as well. This is a stock box that I would take medication out of and put in a bottle for you. So what you see on the side, it's going to show that the manufacturer expiration date is June of 2024. But when I put that prescription in a bottle for you, I actually have to report that it expires from the date that I dispensed it. But technically, it's not going to expire for 2 more years. Medication secrets, the pharmacy.
Okay, that's not inflammatory.
Pilot Dencho asks, can I save money by skipping a doctor visit and just getting my medicine over the counter? The answer is yes. The FDA says that for a product to be considered OTC or over the counter, that it has to be safe and effective if used at the dose and using the directions that are provided on the package. There are OTC products available to treat all kinds of ailments. Headaches, mild pain, heartburn, indigestion, constipation, diarrhea, menstrual cramps, colds, cough, mild flu symptoms, so many things, rashes, itching, allergies. So if you have one of those problems and you know that's what your problem is, then yeah, you can treat.
Oops, sorry.
Medication secrets.
Sorry.
Pilot Dencho asks, can I save money by skipping the flu symptoms? So many things, rashes, itching, allergies. So if you have one of those problems and you know that's what your problem is, then yeah, you can treat that over the counter without going to the doctor. It is recommended that you not use OTC products for more than 2 weeks because if you have symptoms more than 2 weeks, there might be something else wrong and you need to see your doctor. Pilot Dencho asks,
what? How is it safe sharing that information? How is it safe sharing that? Hello, Janet. This lady's in Amare and she has 230,000 followers. Lynn, hello. She has 230,000 followers on TikTok and she is an independent distributor with Amare and she's a board certified or board something pharmacist. I took generic gabapentin and it did nothing. Then I took Lyrica and it changed my life. Happy I joined at the diarrhea part. She is sharing decent information, but she is framing it in a conspiratorial, sensationalistic way that is specifically designed to foster mistrust in the very industry that gave her credentials. I could not have even come close to saying it that good. Rhiannon, that is such a well put comment. Even with a disclaimer, I feel that it is malpractice to be giving advice to people that aren't her patients.
What's the difference between prescription strength Prilosec and OTC? That's a really good question. I was really curious about this too when Prilosec first went OTC because Prilosec OTC is a tablet and prescription strength is a capsule. Ultimately, the drug molecule is the same. The medication is omeprazole, but the drug company made the salt form of omeprazole, which is omeprazole plus a magnesium atom to stabilize that molecule so that it could be put into a tablet form. That confused people and muddied the waters a little bit, but really the only difference is on paper. The FDA has approved the OTC product only to cover the treatment of frequent heartburn, but the prescription strength is approved to treat acid reflux disease, peptic ulcer disease, and esophageal erosion.
Okay. These camera angles. Okay.
This is a really good point from Men's of 5. There is a distinct difference between the expiration date of a prescription drug.
Okay, some of these are boring. I'm not going to watch them.
Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know about, part 12.
Oh my
When
God.
OxyContin was approved by the FDA in 1995, it was labeled as a Schedule II narcotic. That means that it's a drug that has high potential for abuse, leading to severe psychological and physical dependence. But Purdue Pharmaceuticals marketed the drug as if it was safer and less likely to cause addiction and dependence than other opioids. Purdue will have to pay $6 billion for the damage this caused. Medication secrets the pharmaceutical industry
my
doesn't want
God.
you to know about.
So here is an example. I don't know why they were put in bottles, but when I got one of my refills from, I get different types of things from the military base because that's where I normally get my medicine from. And they were out of one of them, so they gave me an entire, like, the original bottle it came in, and it didn't come in a box, but it was the original whatever bottle. But when I go to the civilian pharmacy, they always transfer it into a orange bottle, so I'm not sure. Her Amare content is buried. Wow. Yep. Here. Someone sent me, let's watch these real quick. Let me go over here. I downloaded these. We'll watch these so we can actually get the Amare stuff. Okay. Here's one of the PNGs. Oh my God. What are we doing? Stop. So this is from 117. Here. Oh my gosh. I have found out. Oh my God, when I found out I could have managed my symptoms of intrusive thoughts, sleep issues, allergies, heartburn, constipation, stomach cramping, and brain fog with the right probiotic and prevented years of unwanted side effects. So that's from 1-7. So she's wearing a red shirt and rainbow earrings. Okay. So God dang it. Sorry, I'm back. So she is wearing a red shirt. Unless she deleted it. Okay, red shirt. And rainbow earrings. There we go.
Shut up, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Shut up, it is not.
Yes.
Okay, when I find out I could have managed that's just the same thing as on the screen. It's amazing stuff. Someone on her team's commenting, is the happy juice the same as the happy pack? I've been trying to find the right probiotic for a few years now. I can promise you it's not an MLM. My kid said that's a cuss word. Okay. Please tell us which one. I'm desperate. It's a probiotic blend called Mentabiotics. It's part of Happy Juice. It's in my link, but I will be live at 9 p.m. CST tonight to answer questions. I'm going to make a commission if you buy through my link. Did we forget to say that part? God dang it, I'm so mad. Okay. We're going to go back over here. And we're going to do the next photo. And here we are. Amare Global created a supplement called Kids Mood that contains saffron. When was this from? 12/31, so it's older. So what is she wearing? A striped shirt? Sorry, I need to make this bigger. I'm, for some reason, cannot see anything. Amare Global helped create a supplement called Kids Mood that contains saffron from ABC News. Available in my Stan store link. Get $10 off now. What does Stan mean? Increased mood, increased focus, decreased anxiety, decreased hyperactivity, decreased depression. You can't say that. You know why you can't say that? Because the FTC said you cannot say that. And who's going to listen to her? Oh my God, she's a pharmacist. She must know. This is not a sponsored post. This is a sponsored post. You know why? Because you're making an affiliate link off of everyone buying through the whatever in your bio. This is not a sponsored post. This is a product my kids and I use. And I make money every single time you click the link in my bio. We have had great success and want to share with others who are interested in alternatives to medicine. If you buy this product, I may earn a small commission at no additional cost to you. Okay, at least she said that. Okay, we're going to find this reel. I mean TikTok. Striped shirt, buttons, striped shirt, and buttons. She does a lot of TikToks. Okay, where is it? Striped shirt and buttons. Unless she took it down. You cannot sell MLM products on TikTok. I guess we just forgot that. You know, you go to school to be a pharmacist, and then you break all the rules, like you don't read complex things to be able to graduate. I'm sorry, I'm spicy. I have been spicy for a few days now. Where is it? Okay, I'm in the wrong thing. We're looking together, okay? We are looking together. Okay, she's in a striped shirt. I don't see it. Maybe she took it down, so that's good. We have that one. All right, whatever. Let's go to the next one. Amare Global helped create a supplement called... Oh, this is the same one. Dang it. Why is this... Oh, this is just multiple that she's done. No. How a pharmacist manages anxiety without medication or a lot less medication. Really? What would prevent someone from looking at this and saying, oh my God, she's a pharmacist, I'm gonna trust her. Appeal to authority. It's a logical freaking fallacy. To be educated and still choose to shill snake oil makes you a despicable person. But TikTok doesn't always uphold their own policies. It is because they are managing problematic content with real people and with their AI software that goes through and tries to make informed decisions, and then you have individuals. So the individuals who are doing this in California and other states who are working remotely, they're having to go look at flagged videos that are horrific about kids, about animal cruelty and other stuff, and they're the ones having to say, okay, take that off TikTok. Leave this one because it doesn't violate. Take this one. So it's not just like, oh my gosh, TikTok doesn't care. It's that there's so many users on TikTok, and they already have people working manually to say yes and no to stuff. She puts hashtag ask the pharmacist, but she says that it's not advice. You know, what do we know? We're just gremlins with a conscience here, as Danielle Ryan says. Okay, so she's in a blue shirt. And if she took these down, that could be interesting. So she has a blue shirt with a wooden thing behind her. Blue shirt, blue shirt. When was this done? Oh, up there, 20. Oh, so, oh my gosh, there's the striped shirt. Oh my God, no way.
Saffron can help with depression in teenagers, equivalent to Prozac, and it can help with ADHD in children, equivalent to Ritalin. So those studies really got my attention.
Talbot's company, Amare Global, helped create a supplement called Kids Mood that contains saffron.
Saffron's really exciting. I think in the last decade, there are literally dozens of studies showing it helps with depression, actually head-to-head against antidepressants.
Dr. Daniel Almond said a recent study compared 50 children using saffron extract to the drug Ritalin and found it to be equally effective, also helping to decrease hyperactivity. And there are other brain helpers. These supplements are not a cure-all, rather something to try prior to medications.
But if we can use those to get the brain to do what it's supposed to do in a focused, engaged, connected way, I think that's what parents want for their kids. Saffron can help with depression in teenagers, equivalent to Prozac, and it can help with ADHD in children, equivalent to Ritalin. So those.
I don't know what to say. Yep, I'm doing my research on what it is ethical for me to say on YouTube and put up disclaimers and declare my conflicts of interest to the NHS. Eloise, you're incredible. Y'all, if you do not follow Eloise, she is just starting her YouTube channel. She's a pharmacist, and she's incredible. So if you don't follow her, she's going to be doing a ton more live streams and videos so that we have more sciencey people combating this MLM fluffery. And using your kids to sell your product makes me feel some kind of rage. So I'm not a fan of her having her kids in there and using that as a validator for the efficacy of your freaking Amare product. Okay, let's see what other pictures she did. Okay, how much time do we have? We have 58 minutes left to get through this stuff. Let's just start from the top then. How antibiotics cause depression and how to decrease your risk. No.
New evidence suggests that antibiotics can increase risk for depression about 6 months after discontinuing the antibiotic. This is believed to be related to the fact that antibiotics kill the good bacteria along with bad bacteria, altering the gut microbiome, which is responsible for the production of the majority of our serotonin, the neurotransmitter that tends to be low in depression. Before you start an antidepressant, make sure the medicine you're taking isn't causing your depression. And if you've been on an antibiotic in the last 3 to 6 months, replenishing those good bacteria in your gut that we know are responsible for the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin, called psychobiotics, could be all you really need to feel a whole lot better. I hope this was helpful. Follow for more.
My God. I know. This makes lots of us angry to listen to. Don't let this stream wreck your day. For the love of all of our sanity and our emotional well-being, if you need to hop out, look, I'll take a pity like, but do not suffer through this if it's too much for you to watch.
Before your doctor puts you on an antidepressant, let's see if you're already on a medication that could be causing your depressive symptoms. Hi, my name is Miranda. I'm a board-certified ambulatory care pharmacist. I share medication information nobody's ever told you about. Depression is a complicated disorder, and it presents in different ways in different people. Depression is believed to be caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain. But that chemical imbalance can be affected by a variety of different things, including your genetics, family history, life events, drug use, alcohol abuse, and even sleep patterns. Depression is usually described as a feeling of sadness or loss of interest in activities that you used to really enjoy. Physical symptoms of depression can include difficulty sleeping, difficulty with concentration, maybe brain fog,
lack of energy, trouble getting out of bed in the morning, you might be surprised to learn that certain medications can actually induce these depression type
Take care of yourself, Haya.
which can lead to a misdiagnosis of major depressive disorder. So here are some of those medications. First, benzodiazepines, which are often given to people who have anxiety, and anxiety frequently occurs along with depression. In fact, any medication that causes sedation, relieves anxiety or muscle spasms, or reduces seizures can cause depression. So this includes alcohol, anticonvulsants, gabapentin and Lyrica, all of your sleeping medications, opioids. Some blood pressure medications like beta blockers and calcium channel blockers, medications used to treat acne like isotretinoin, and interferon alpha, which is used to treat hepatitis, NuvaRing and oral contraceptives, statins, Chantix, and acyclovir, an antiviral medication that's used to treat shingles. So before you start taking an antidepressant, make sure that your doctor or your pharmacist has done a thorough review of your medication to make sure your medication isn't causing that depression. I hope this was helpful.
Can I just say this? As a non-medical professional, let me just say this. I did not go to the doctor for the longest time because I was in Young Living, and their perspective, the positioning of the people who were in the groups that I was a part of, they said that if you didn't have toxic chemicals in your house, if you were eating the right way, if you were fully supplemented the right way, if your body was balanced, whatever that means, the right way, no one would struggle with depression. Okay? I held out for so long. It is by I will say a freaking miracle that I did not do something bad to myself before I chose to go to the doctor, because there's this stigma around taking medicine that actually keeps people alive. And they're going to say, oh, well, try all of these thousands of dollars of supplements first before you go and you get help. Therapy and sometimes medication is needed. And it's not shameful to be on medication. It's not the lesser of the options. And I don't want to shame people in the chat who go alternative routes either. I'm saying the way the information is presented is twisty the way she's doing it. Lynn, I hope you have a good night's sleep, and that you have a wonderful weekend. She's a pharmacist. She's another Amare pharmacist we found, Dave. Bye, Comfy Kitchen. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. This medication can make you turn red. Is your medication really safe?
People keep asking me these. Is my medication safe? People keep asking me these questions about different medications, like gabapentin, for example. And the reality is that the FDA approves medications that they believe are safe and effective. And that is based on clinical data that's collected and presented by the drug company. The FDA then evaluates that and determines, in their opinions, if they believe.
Swerp Life, I am so glad that you are still here. I don't even know what to say. I'm really glad you're here and that you have access. I was listening to the wrong thing. Sorry, we'll play it again.
That the benefit of the medication outweighs the risk of the medication. You see, all medications have side effects, and some of those are more severe than others. And in reality, because we're all genetically different, some medications may cause more severe side effects in some people than in other people. So
that's why the doctors say, please keep us updated here. So this is what they said to me. This medication has these side effects, and my partner is temporary assigned duty. That's why I'm at my parents. The doctor was there when they were telling me about the side effects, and my partner was there, my husband was there, because they wanted him to know about the side effects in case I wasn't aware of them, and to call them immediately if I had a bad reaction to the medication. They want to stay in contact with you so they can mitigate the bad side effects, or they can be made aware of as soon as possible. I just cannot. And as hard as this is for us to watch with people like this pharmacist, there are so many people out there on TikTok, online, that are desperate for answers. And they're going to turn to someone because appeal to authority. They're the authority person. I know because I'm a pharmacist. That's what she's saying. And she becomes this trusted person. Oh, well, what does this trusted person have that I need? Frickin' Amare, multi-level marketing supplement. TikTok's allowing this because there's so many users on the platform. They're trying to, they have humans that go for flagged, that look over the flagged media, animal cruelty, child abuse, stuff like that. And they have a real person going, that's not okay, that's okay, that's not okay, that's okay. And they also have their system that they've created that will manually do things if it can see, like if it recognizes the text and the text is something that flags. There's not enough real people, in my opinion, to moderate this content. And so if they're, not harming an animal or not harming someone else physically, then sometimes it gets to slide under the radar. And other times, and I would never encourage mass reporting someone, but if something does violate the terms and conditions of TikTok, yes, report it. Can she be reported to a board? She might. I looked up what ambulatory care pharmacist is. It's very interesting. They are very hands-on in managing chronic illnesses. Interesting. Oh my God. Sorry. Let's see. Oh my God. Christians will judge me for this.
Believe it or not, my religious beliefs actually make me a better pharmacist. I know what you're thinking. Just hear me out. As a true follower of Christ, I can't separate who I am as a person and who I am as a pharmacist, because I'm the same all the time. You probably have heard the phrase, hate the sin and love the sinner.
Okay, we'll do that.
That still involves some degree of judgment because we've identified that what someone else is doing is a sin. There's no place for that in my life or in my profession. The way you live your life and the things that you do are not my business. The way you live your life should not affect the way I treat you at all. I've been called.
I'm going to do a background check. 1 second. I will tell y'all what state she's in. 1 second. I'm pulling up my program. Miranda Herring. Come on. She has a unique first name, so I think that it's going to be easy to pull her up. How old is she? I think she's older. She looks like she's 40-ish. Let's see if this is her. I'm not going to show y'all my end because I'm not about doxing people. I just want to figure out what state we need to look in so that we can report. Come on. Okay, this is not her. I don't think she's 35. Let's see. Sorry, this takes 30 seconds sometimes. Let's load it up. Okay, this is not her either. She's from Oklahoma. Let's see if it's this one. I just found Mac. Mac is amazing. Yep. I think I have Mac on my Nightbot. We're just waiting. Sometime today. Whoa. Let me look at her. Let me see if this is her because I want to look at... This is saying Kentucky, but I don't think this is hers. Hold on. Personal. Where does she work? Let's see. Sorry, I'm still looking. Dr. Miranda Herring. She has her own website. She says PharmD BCACP. Oh my God. She has a website about stuff too. Sorry. Textures are making me crazy. I mean, what? Just making me feel uncomfortable. I don't know how old she is. It's not Kentucky. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong one. But she spells her name Maranda. Let me see if it's this one. See if I can find her LinkedIn. Okay. I really need to be able to search for her. I need her. Yeah, here we go. This is her LinkedIn. Oh my God. Arkansas. Okay, got it. I got it. Miranda Herring. It says Arkansas on. What's gross, Andrea? Welcome back, Tanya. It's saying this is her, but I don't know. I'll need to look it up again. I'll have to keep looking for later. Sorry, guys. I think she's in Arkansas, though. All right, let's play the next one. Where's the Christian one? Okay.
Believe it or not, my religious beliefs actually as a person and who I am as a pharmacist, because I'm the same all the time. You probably have heard the phrase, hate the...
Catch her on TikToks at 9 p.m. Central. Oh my God, we are going to live stream that.
sin and love the sinner. But that still involves some degree of judgment because we've identified that what someone else is doing is a sin. There's no place for that in my life or in my profession. The way you live your life and the things that you do are not my business. The way you live your life should not affect the way I treat you at all. I've been called to love others, to choose kindness, to serve. And I believe that's what good pharmacists do. Love is unconditional, unchanging. It's permanent. It doesn't depend on your behavior or your past or your experience.
It's wild.
Believe it or not, my religious beliefs...
Shadow, this is an independent distributor with Amare. And she has 287,100 followers. Right? If you can see this that I'm highlighting. She's made 1.3 million likes on her stuff. Here's part 2.
As a pharmacist, I do have to complete certain assessments about the medication that you're taking. I have to complete a drug utilization review. I have to compare medications to your diagnoses and make sure they match. I have to look for drug interactions and make sure that you're not allergic to any of the medications that the doctor has written for you. Those are part of my job.
We'll find it out.
In my interaction with you, I should exhibit kindness, patience, compassion, and empathy without judgment. I am a Christian and I dispense the morning after pill. It doesn't matter why you need it. And my job is to take care of you. And that's what I'm going to do. As a pharmacist,
I like that she said that, I guess. I'm trying to find her Amare stuff. This is why I love working online. Amare.
Oh my.
Oh no, not Amare.
I get it.
I've taken that. just because it doesn't mean it should be. There's an oral GLP-1.
Pharmacists used to be the most accessible and the most trusted healthcare professionals in America. What's happened? Hi, my name is Miranda. I'm a board-certified ambulatory care pharmacist, and I work in the community setting, growing my educational platform on TikTok and other social media sites. And I continue to see comments like these. Questions and comments about why pharmacists appear to be making judgment based on personal or religious beliefs. The American Pharmacists Association has published a list of ethical guidelines for pharmacists to follow. These guidelines are taught in pharmacy schools across the nation, and these are characteristics that every pharmacist in America should strive for. First, a pharmacist should respect the covenantal relationship between the pharmacist and the patient. This means that the pharmacist has a moral obligation to help individuals achieve optimum healthcare outcomes from their medication. The pharmacist should be committed to that person's welfare and to maintaining their trust. Two, pharmacist
how can you maintain a trust when you are making money off of villainizing the healthcare system and then offering an overpriced solution with a multi-level marketing product?
Promote a caring, compassionate interaction with every patient every time. The pharmacist should place the concern and the well-being of the patient above personal beliefs. Third, the pharmacist should respect the autonomy and the dignity of the patient. That means that the pharmacist should respect the patient's choices, whatever those might be. The pharmacist should encourage the patient to be involved in his or her decision-making, should be an advocate for that patient. 5, the pharmacist should maintain professional competence. They should stay up to date on the newest evidence and clinical data. 6, the pharmacist should respect the values and abilities of their colleagues and other health professionals. 7, they should be committed to the needs of individuals, their community as well.
Ribelsis is oral semaglutide.
Okay, sorry. Reglan, don't make this mistake with over-the-counter medications. How to stop gabapentin safely. Oh my God.
I get a lot of questions about gabapentin. And that's really not a surprise because in 2022, it was the 10th most prescribed medication in America. Gabapentin is FDA approved to treat partial seizures, post-herpetic neuropathy, and restless leg syndrome. The reality is that we use it off-label for much, much more. Gabapentin is now the second most prescribed pain medication in America, with ibuprofen being number 1. I've begun seeing gabapentin given for anxiety, migraine prevention, hot flashes, trigeminal neuralgia, all of the different neuropathies and generalized pain, bipolar disorder, and seizures related to alcohol withdrawal. I'm sure that there are other ways that it's being used off-label, but those are the ones that come to mind. Symptoms of gabapentin withdrawal can include hypertension, insomnia, nausea, chills, generalized malaise, irritability, agitation, and anorexia.
Oh my God.
And severe abdominal pain, rebound pain, or worsening of pain. Gabapentin withdrawal syndrome can occur in people who've been taking as little as 400 milligrams of gabapentin a day for just a few weeks. We don't have a great understanding of. I get a lot of questions about gabapentin, and that's really not a surprise because of withdrawal symptoms. Yes, it can take a while, it's a slow process, but you have much better health outcomes and it's a much more comfortable process. I provided a link to the Bravo protocol, which can be adapted for use for gabapentin and has been used successfully all over the country. You can print this out and take it to your doctor.
Why are you recommending people get off their pain medicine? Or their anxiety medicine, or whatever it is? She's currently in good standing with the Arkansas Board of Pharmacy. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my TikTok program and download all of her reels. I'm going to put it in a folder. I'm going to upload it to my Google Drive, and I'm going to send the link to the board. Because what the heck? Why are your pharmacists... I need your help. Why? Does the type of probiotic I take really matter?
Does the type of probiotic I take really matter? Yes, it does matter. We've now shown scientifically that different strains of bacteria have different benefits in our body, just like different strains are pathogens and can cause different infections. So if you've tried a probiotic in the past to help with regularity, diarrhea, reflux, inflammation, or bloating.
Words nerd budgets. I will say this in a nuanced way, planting the seed and villainizing your taking of a product and then saying, here's how you can get off of it is not like in your face kind of, hey, here, I don't want you to be on gabapentin. I've before this stream, I've watched enough of her stuff that it is a subtle thing that she's doing. Here's how you get off of medications like this. Here are whatever she was saying in the last stream. She didn't use the words, obviously. I think you should get off of this medicine, but she has, and I shared a screenshot. Where is this? Hold on. I'm trying to open it up. She said 6 months ago, I was taking
14 prescription pills every day to manage my...
Sorry. What? No. So... Where is my secondary display? No? Chrome? I'll put the video on in a second. I'm just trying to fix this real quick. Sure, if we're not necessarily mincing words, but it's more, to me, and it's my opinion. I think that she is talking about Andrea, let me make you a mod because only mods can put links. So I'm going to make you a mod real quick and then you can post the link. Hold on. Talk. Okay. You're a mod now. And you can link it now. So I'm not... Yes. Can't have a DeeCee stream without technical difficulties. Gotta love them. Yep. And she's villainizing drug companies for advertising and telling people to ask their doctor about it. But she's saying, print this out and take it to your doctor. Yeah. Hey, Rosie. Okay. Let me just edit something really quickly. Edit. Are we editing? Okay. Sorry. Technical difficulty again. Customization. Save. All right. There we go. www.healthy.arkansas.gov. Program services topic complaints. And if you don't feel like she's, again, I'm not the whatever it's called. I'm not the clarion of truth or whatever. If you don't feel like she is breaking kind of the code of ethics of a pharmacist, don't report her. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say like we're all doing this together and there's powers and numbers. No, make that decision for yourself. And that's my perspective. So,
and you just haven't gotten great results. It may be that the strains of bacteria in the probiotic you tried were not the ones that are low in your body. Or it may be that it wasn't a good quality probiotic. Those things do matter. When you go to buy a probiotic, first, make sure you're buying from a reputable company. I would recommend also using a probiotic that has a diverse set of bacteria and making sure that those products were stored in your house at a safe temperature. If they get too hot, it actually kills the bacteria and they won't work. Probiotics taken with a prebiotic fiber leader in the gut. So we have better impact from those.
I am thinking about it, honestly.
Does the type of probiotic I take really matter? Yes, it does matter. We've now shown scientifically that different strains of bacteria.
Got it. And again, this is a layering piece, because then people are going to say, from a marketing perspective, you layer this piece of information. What's the problem? Getting a good probiotic. Okay, what's the next step? How do I know what a good probiotic is? She's saying generic terms. You know then that people who like her are going to be leaving comments, what probiotic do you recommend? And all of a sudden, it's an Amare recommendation. So yes, technically in this one, she's being very free with the information. She's not saying Amare, but it opens up the door for people to say, what Amare, or not what Amare, what probiotic should I get? Check out the link in my bio. Not mine, hers.
What do you want? What do you...
Get off Effexor, manage anxiety holistically. Managing my anxiety holistically, but still tapering Effexor after 10 months due to withdrawal.
You want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
So, yep, we're gonna raid Aaron's stream at 6 o'clock. Nootropic prescription versus plant-based.
Adderall. Does the type of probiotic I take, does Adderall, Ritalin, Concerta, Vyvanse, these are all examples of stimulant medications that are used to treat ADHD. They're also part of a class of products called nootropics. Nootropics improve cognitive function by improving blood flow and increasing the levels of dopamine in the brain. And although there are no herbal or natural products that are approved by the FDA to treat ADHD symptoms, there are herbal nootropics that are available that can help with focus and concentration. And that could be beneficial to anybody
Oh
who
my
doesn't want
God.
better memory, focus, motivation, and attention. I definitely do. And I want that.
I love plant and probiotic. Hold on. Where's my high pitch?
I love plant and probiotic products with clinically proven ingredients. That doesn't mean it's clinically proven. The product itself. Oh my God.
For my kids too. I use a product that combines 3 nootropics: mango leaf, lychee fruit, and palm fruit. It's called Edge, and it's just one ingredient in the happy juice that I drink and that my kids drink every day. If you're interested in alternative products or holistic healthcare, follow for more. Adderall.
There it is. I take it and my kids take it. Things people say on my live events that they'd never say in person. Are you a real pharmacist? I don't believe you. Show me your license. Why is that a bad question? Show us your license. Oh, we can just look it up. I've never heard of a board certified pharmacist. That's on them then. There's no such thing as a doctor of pharmacy. Where's your white coat? Okay. Can't find Maalox, what's going on and what to use instead. Medications that cause or worsen depression. Oh my God.
Whenever someone gets their happy juice in the mail, they always get a little bit overwhelmed by all the stuff that comes in the box. So today I'm going to show you exactly how I make my happy juice. Okay, we always want to start out with a glass of water or juice. And this is just about 16 ounces of water. You can do 8 or you can do more. It just depends on you. Then you're going to take your canister of Mentabiotics and you're going to do 1 scoop of Mentabiotics, scoop of your Edge.
Super.
Now, you may have this is the watermelon Edge. So if you do the watermelon, it's a scoop. If you do the grape, it's not a scoop, it's a little container like this. Just the energy. And then we just blend it all up. Throw in a few ice cubes. Happy in a glass. Or in a pink cup in my case. Whenever someone...
Happy in a glass or a pink cup in my case. Where am I? Where I am, they need to display their license on the wall where they work. They have a whole kids line. I think if that's the company if this is the company I'm thinking, they have kids.
In a previous video, I talked about how untreated ADHD increases risk for early death, specifically death from trauma or accidents. Kids with ADHD are twice as likely to die young than children without ADHD. And effective treatment decreases the risk of early death. Many parents want to avoid using stimulants in their kids because they're concerned about addiction, and I totally get that. Stimulant medications do have addiction potential, and so they definitely should not be abused or misused or overused. Because kids and teens with ADHD are more impulsive, they do have an increased susceptibility for drug use and abuse, but that risk goes down in kids that are appropriately treated for ADHD. If you're worried about getting your kid on treatment for ADHD because stimulants are addictive, a child is less likely to try illicit drugs if they're well managed on appropriate ADHD medication. Hope this helps. Follow for more.
You're going to scare the crap out of us, and then you're going to say, hope this helps. Follow for more. What did you help with? What did you help with? What did you help with? What? How I make my... If you're... Oh my God.
If you're overweight or obese, your medication may not be dosed correctly. Medications are usually dosed in one of three ways: by fixed dosing, by weight-based dosing, or by body surface area. Body surface area and weight-based dosing is really common in children and infants. Fixed-based dosing is generally standard for adults in the outpatient setting. The good news is that drug metabolism is based on lean body weight rather than total body weight. A dose adjustment isn't needed for most medications. In the inpatient setting, they'll use an adjusted or actual body weight. In the outpatient setting, there are only a few medications that actually have shown failure or decrease in effectiveness in patients with obesity. This includes some narrow therapeutic index drugs like low molecular weight heparin, as well as acyclovir and some antibiotics. But of particular concern, there are higher rates of birth control failure in women with a BMI over 35. This is also true for the morning after pill. Hope this helps. Follow for more.
Withdrawal symptoms with venlafaxine may be disabling, making tapering and cessation extremely difficult. Severe withdrawal symptoms may occur even with slow tapering or may resemble HEROIN withdrawal, but nobody will tell you that before they start you on it. Will scare the shit out of people. Okay.
Saffron can help with depression in teenagers, equivalent to Prozac, and it can help with...
Okay, we watched this one. We've got, let's see. My dog is being obnoxious. Super weird side effect, totally harmless. Going to my retail pharmacy job because I like it and want to stay up to date on the latest meds, challenges, and trends, even though I'm making a bigger impact in income with my side hustle. You can't say that. Where's the income disclosure? The more you know. Medication education. Dr. Miranda Herring. Where is the income disclosure? I'm making more than my pharmacy job. Oh my God. Literally. Same. Yeah, and that's true. I thought she was going to say something different because there's a lot of products with Amare that talk about appetite suppression and stuff like that. So I thought that she was going to say something different. Oh my God. I bet she isn't, hence she needs her day job. Where are all her sources? I don't know. Maybe they're at home with her pharmacy degree. Side note, my happy juice is way different than her happy juice. You know what? I believe that, Dave. I believe that. I don't know if it was a Red Bull or not. Oh my God. Are insect repellents really safe?
Pharmacists get a lot of questions about over-the-counter products. And this time of year, we get a lot of questions about insect repellent. And believe it or not, although there are a lot of products out there and there are a lot of companies that are pushing more natural products, the product that really seems to be the most effective and the safest is actually DEET. And that's because DEET actually repels insects that carry diseases like mosquitoes.
This is boring. Y'all can look at her TikTok. Can you have... Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find more Amare stuff. Let me see. Let's do this one. And I'm going to play it on this one. I'm going to add a... What is this one? There we go. All right. Dadgummit. Why is this doing this? Technical difficulties. What the heck? Okay, play.
6 months ago, I was taking 14 prescription pills every day to manage my anxiety, my allergies, my acid reflux, and my severe constipation, which was a result of all the medications that I was taking for the other things. I was scheduled for a colonoscopy. I'd had 2 abdominal CTs, and I was also scheduled to see a psychiatrist so that I could get electroshock therapy. I could get off of the anxiety medication.
They still do electroshock therapy? Wait. What? They still do it. Electroconvulsive therapy, ECT, is a medical procedure that involves passing a mild electric current through your brain, causing a short seizure. This procedure is proven to have strong positive effects on severe treatment-resistant mental health conditions. Oh my gosh, thank y'all for telling me. I did not know. I'm a little ahead of the chat because of the latency. Thank y'all. I was like, I'm shocked. Okay. 30-day inpatient, but it's done with sedation. Okay. Okay, I was scared. I was. Here's what I'm reading about. This is a .org link. Y'all can read it. All right, let's go back. Let's keep playing.
I had tried all the things. I was eating right. I was exercising. I was drinking plenty of water, supplementing with fiber, getting plenty of sleep at night. I had done all the things I was supposed to do, but I knew that the only thing that I was ever going to be able to do to manage my constipation was to get off of some of those medications.
Yeah, and again, I want to continue to learn. That was my initial shock of like, oh my gosh. And I know the stuff I've read in the past of how it was like carried out, it seemed very not safe. So I'm glad that y'all are educating me. I'm sorry if my shock was unseemly.
But I couldn't get off the medications because my anxiety was too severe. Before I was ready to actually go through with the electroconvulsive therapy, I had one more thing I wanted to try. When I was teaching pharmacy school, I always talked about the gut-brain axis and the role that the gut bacteria have in producing serotonin and dopamine that affects our mood. So I knew that theoretically that if I could increase the right gut bacteria, that I could actually increase the serotonin and dopamine in my body naturally, and that I might not need my antidepressants. So in January, I found a company that had what I thought I needed. So I bought the products.
I've just heard of really like gut-wrenching stories about how it used to be done, obviously a very, 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 very long time ago. And that it was, used on people who couldn't give proper consent because of, their medical situation. So, yeah, so we all learned something new. And OMG, I hate this. As someone who needed ECT, the fact she is saying Amare can help is dangerous.
Started them in February. And by the middle of March, I was only taking 4 prescription medications a day. I was no longer on Linzess or Buspar or Klonopin. I was on half my dose of Avexer. I was off Protonix and Zyrtec and Singulair because despite doing all the other things right, I still had poor gut health and had no idea. And when I started using targeted probiotics to fix my gut, everything else started getting better too. My doctor was so impressed. She wanted to know what I was doing. Some people don't want to get off of medication. They're fine. They don't have the side effects that I had. They don't have the problems that I had. And that's great. But for people who do, see my comments for more information. 6 months ago, I was...
Sorry about that. Hey, Kate's Crossing. Yeah, I don't know. Danielle! I'm sorry I didn't get to make it to Dallas. I've had a shitty health the past several days, and I can't drive, so. One of the reasons I do not listen to music is because I don't like the way that it makes me feel sometimes. Here is Danielle's channel. I can't wait till she gets back so we can stream together. Amongst other ones, and they're helping me immensely. Yep. And here's the problem. Using your position with your extended academic pursuits. She has a PharmD. She's a board certified pharmacist. And talking about her experience is one thing. And then pairing it with general information is another thing. But at the end of scaring us and talking about her experience and her own anecdotal evidence of how effective the pink drink was for her, she's then saying, the link's in my bio, you can do this too. And that's an undercurrent. That's where I'm at. I know I'm weird. I'm just, it's a weird thing to try to explain to people that music makes me feel funny. Pablo is on a work trip for like 2 weeks when I get back, so we can stream every day. Heck yes, let's do it. She is using her position as a pharmacist to engender fear and anger so she can then solve the problem with her MLM product, and a problem that she's solving for personal profit. You know what I'm saying? It's just wild. Someone should tell her about Senna since she's so against Big Pharma. This is abuse of authority for sure. And it's funny, the last 2 medications she listed are even for anxiety. Yep, and in one of the TikToks we looked at, she said that she... Oh my god, the dogs. They're just barking away. Yes, autocorrect gets me all the time. We love that. It's hard to explain to people. I want to educate and make people feel empowered and confident with their medicines and health. That's why I freaking love that 𝐊𝐈𝐍 has a channel, and and that maybe she can debunk some of this too. But having someone in as a pharmacist or even be able to say, hey, let's take away the confusion, let's take away the manipulation. And on Sunday, 𝐊𝐈𝐍 is going to be having a stream where it's an Ask the Pharmacist stream. I'm going to link 𝐊𝐈𝐍's channel again. Release the hounds. My parents are out there. Someone came to the door. So your body cannot produce it if you have certain kinds of depression at the capacity of needs to. You could not do that naturally or without medicine. Music can send my emotions everywhere. I burst into tears when driving and when the radio plays. Yep. That's why I like listening to like audiobooks or something like that. The problem is not a problem. I'll read a book I really like, and then that is a safe book to read because I know what's going to happen, so I just reread the same things over and over again. In the UK, is very easy. Electroconvulsive therapy is very uncommon. And a last resort measure, muscle relaxants and sedative avoid the worst part of the old effects and more precise levels too. Thanks for sharing that, Helen. The furry boof heads just came running in. Who we barking at? Literally, my dog starts it and then calls Sarge, my parents' big German Shepherd mix. And he's huge. And he has bunny. His ears are like bunny sized. And so my little dog calls the big dog over, and then their other dog comes in too. My cats may even join the live stream. Listen, y'all, if you know how much I love the floofs, 𝐊𝐈𝐍 is going to be streaming on Sunday, and her cats might even join. It's going to be a good time. We have 7 minutes. I love music. I'm a musical soul, but there are certain songs I cannot listen to. Yep. I love audiobooks, and I've listened to 400 hours so far this year. That's incredible. Yes. Castle, Person of Interest, any baking show, Gilmore Girls. I don't know. Monk. I watch Monk, but I still cry when I watch Monk because I feel bad for him. And I know it's pretend. Good thing my Shih Tzus didn't hear. Yes. It makes me concerned about the quality of their education. We only have access to a limited number of her TikToks, but some of them seem very problematic. P, don't be talking about my niece and nephews. I can't listen to music. It's a disjointed collection of individual sounds, tones, and rhythms that make a cacophony in my head. People don't get it at all. Oh my God, that's one of my favorites ever. Yes. And I think one of the sad parts is about Monk is like, he is aware of how difficult, like he knows that people, because of his things that he has issues with, he knows that it's hard for the people that he's around. And that's like a heavy thing to live with. And then there's this one episode when he thought about adopting this little foster kid. And he got so, or like, obviously it's pretend. The actor represented him, his character, just being so excited that there was somebody in the world that wanted to be around him. And his wife loved him. And it's just, I'm crying because I don't know. Monk's great. I don't want to cry on stream. See, I have to have music, Jessica. It's just something to consider, like knowing that you're difficult to live with and being aware of it. And when someone's actually happy to have you around, it's, you could just, the guy who played Monk, like, did such a good job, in my opinion, like communicating that. Adrian Monk, yep. I'm a comedy girl. Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Big Bang Theory, for sure. I love Big Bang Theory. Those are my comfort shows. My dad would have loved you. Everything made him cry. I love The Office. I like watching it more like when I'm watching it with someone, but like shows that I like watching by myself are Monk and Castle and Burst of Interest and stuff like that. Yeah. Tony Shalhoub. Yep. And the intro song with Randy Newman, I do like that. I just not a big music person. Bob's Burgers is playing almost every day in my house because it is my youngest comfort show and has grown on all of us. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've been able to go to Disneyland when they were before, or Disney World, and I will stay at the glass blowing shop in Disney World as long as they have someone there. Like, I'll spend hours there just watching them blow glass. It's my favorite thing to do. Pay attention to Gene's one-liners. Monk is my favorite show. They're making a movie. Oh my god. Let me just say this. We're gonna go to Aaron's stream, but when his first assistant left, Sharona, it was so hard getting used to the new one because Sharona was like her real self, but she felt like she had empathy for Adrian, and Natalie, the new assistant or whatever. It just is always hard to like Natalie because she just came across as being irritated with his quirks. And I don't know. OMG, I love glass blowing. Yep. I'm going to go ahead. Let me set up the redirect. We're going to redirect into Aaron's stream. And if y'all don't follow Heather already, she is, I'm not going to cry. I really like Heather. And she does such good streams, and she doesn't have a ton of followers yet. I'm sorry I'm crying. I don't know what is happening. I'm going to redirect. Heather. Okay, there we go. We can't work. Heather's live. I'm going to redirect to Aaron, though, this time. But I'm going to put my Sharona. Here's Heather's link. I've also seen I love my comfort shows. I love Gordon, Gino's, and Fred's Road Trip. Best cooking show ever. I need to see that. I did a glass blowing class once. It was so cool. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Yes. Throw bagpipes in on Amazing Grace. I'm a sobbing mess. Yep. I like and dislike both of them for different reasons. Yes. And it's like, it seems like Natalie's more able to push Monk into being like braver with stuff, but it's still like, oh my gosh. It took a long time to get used to Natalie for sure. All right, I'm going to end the stream. It's stay in here. It's going to push you over to Aaron's. Thank you for joining. Thank you for, here, let me put Heather. Did I just put Heather's thing in here? Heather she does like 45-minute to an hour-long streams, sometimes shorter. They're incredibly condensed, filled with information. She's super intelligent, and she does a lot of companies and coaches that other anti-MLMers don't cover. So she's great. All right, I'm going to play the outro, and I'll see you in Aaron's live.